চলো গাইস, চলে এলাম অ্যাসাসিনস ক্রিড ভ্যালহালা। শুরু করা যাক যতটুকু হয়েছিল তারপর থেকে। চলো কন্টিনিউ। দেখবার কিছুদিন দেখবো, যদি দেখি খুব অসুবিধা হচ্ছে মাউস আর কিবোর্ডে খেলতে, তবে গেম প্যাডে খেলতে হবে। না, অ্যাকচুয়ালি যা মনে হলো, যতটুকু খেলেছি তাতে মনে হলো যে এটা গেম প্যাডের গেম, এটা মাউস কিবোর্ডে খেলার নয়। আচ্ছা, ট্যাবে যাই একবার, একটু কে ফ্যামিলি ম্যাটার্সটাকে আগে ক্লোজ করি।
Eivor, looking rough you are. Welcome home.
থ্যাঙ্কস ম্যান।
Hello, Eivor.
Come and drink. Let us amuse the gods.
Hey, Tekla. What is brewing?
Alvis tells me this brew is too strong. Think you can handle a few rounds?
Ett blattifat sjálfíkæ. Ánjart. Grasvættis á aftur. Ljóminu vera matt.
এ কি? যা আচ্ছা ইয়া আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
I could outdrink every one of you. Don't feel bad. Most of these backgrounds would have pissed themselves off past by now. Is there no one who will go around with me?
All right, Tekla. I'll outdrink you. Hey, Tekla. What is brewing?
Alvis tells me this brew is too strong. Think you can handle a few rounds? Ha! Not like waving an axe around, is it? Drinking takes a strong gut. Come and drink. Let us amuse the gods.
ফ্যামিলি ম্যাটারটাকে ক্লোজ করি আগে।
Toby, trading a needle for an arrow, I see.
Eivor, can you teach me the art of archery?
I'll be happy to. See how I'm standing? Land your feet in the ground, no wider than your shoulders. Breathe in as you draw the arrow back. Look at the point you want to hit, and now imagine the arrow passing straight through it and far beyond. Breathe out, then release.
going. Come back.
Can I interest you in a game?
Ah, Orlak.
Yes, Orlok. Join me?
Yes, let's
Let us
try.
play.
All right then. Let us begin.
বাট এটা কিভাবে খেলে আমি জানি না। ডিস্টার্ব করবে এটা পুরো গেমটায়, কিভাবে খেলে সেটাই আমি জানি না। অনেক খেলে ফেলেছো।
This will do.
Another time, perhaps.
আর খেলে তো আজ
Leave it up with my...
Eivor!
Good day, Alvis.
You return! Would you like to try again?
I would. It may be I'll fare better this time.
I believe in you.
Let's try flighting.
I always put a few coins down as a wager. Most of those who enjoy flighting have an equal fondness for betting. But today, we'll abstain. Let me begin.
I'm ready.
In flighting, it's key to match cadence and rhyme. It's as much about sound as it is about time. So be careful in choosing the words that you say.
I'll recall what you taught ere I enter the fray.
A fine answer. Perfect rhyme and a lovely cadence to match my line. Now, let us examine meaning. In flighting, you'll need to be cutting and keen. It's about wielding wit more than venting your spleen. If I tell you you're foolish and stupid and dull,
Then I will take.
now let us examine meaning. In flighting, you'll need to be cutting and keen. It's about wielding wit more than venting your spleen. If I tell you you're foolish and stupid and dull,
Then I'd tell you you've nothing inside of your skull.
a good response. I called you stupid and you turned it around. Flighting about wit, you matched my meaning. When you think of too many perfect retorts, use the one that best matches the meaning. Last one. So go then and conquer the world with your wit. Go be clever, be quick, show your spirit and grit. I look eagerly forward to seeing how you fare.
I look for.
I will flight you with flourish and best you with flair.
Perfect, yes! You could destroy me with such a line. Your flighting's astounding, you're worthy of praise. You swing a fine axe and you turn a good phrase.
Thank you, Elvis. I'll take the lesson to heart.
ফ্যামিলি ম্যাটার ক্লোজ করো তাড়াতাড়ি। Oh my god.
Sven, have you designed any new tattoos?
A few worth looking at?
Let me have a look.
Go ahead.
হেডে একটাই।
Good. Need anything else?
Let me have a look.
Go ahead. Is there something else?
See you later, Sven.
Sure.
Hey, can you point me to some good hunting grounds?
I could, but I don't want every iron foot with a bow scaring away the game. Bring me 3 deer antlers to prove your skills, and I
Bring me
might
3
just have a
deer.
story for you.
A worthy challenge. I'll see you soon.
কি হলো ব্যাপারটা? Sear solid.
Go, my eyes.
Back for more?
Yes. What can you do for me?
Do you need anything else?
And how are you, Gunnar? Holding up?
Yeah, work is good and my spirits are strong, but my nights are newly cold. My lady left me, if you have not heard.
I had. Sorry to hear it. You were together how long?
5 weeks it was. 5 beautiful, passionate weeks. But all that is done. Will I never find my Brunhilde?
Valkyries do not walk the world as they once did, Gunnar. Maybe set your sights a bit lower.
Lower? My friend, look at my wares, my weapons. I'm not a man to settle for less than the finest of anything.
That is all for now.
Return any time.
Return anytime.
Who would like to hear a story? Who would enjoy a
This
tale
land
of the
will
gods?
never prosper while clan
There
battles
has
clan.
always been war, even among the gods. When Midgardr was young, Asgardr was torn by strife. The battle-born Aesir, hating the Vanir's magic, betrayed custom and made murder in Odin's great hall. Gulveig of the Vanir was killed and burned, not once, but 3 times, and reborn as Freya, mother of the Volur. The war that came after echoes through the 9 worlds still. Midgarda would drown in the blood spilled, and their dead would hide the sun. Those bravely fallen, now buried, wait for Heimdall to blow the Gjallarhorn and summon them to battle one last time. Losses on both sides left each open to attacks from Jotnar and other monsters. So Odin, in his wisdom, proposed a truce and marriage to the war witch Freya. Oaths were made, horns were raised, and from the gods' mingled spit was born, fully formed Kvasmir, wiser than Odin himself. This was the same Kvasmir whose stolen blood became the meat of poetry. But that is another story.
A good story, Holger. But I hear the voice of Styrbjörn in it.
A wise skald takes his words from the gods, and his orders from the king.
হয়ে গেল গল্পগুলা আরে
Is there no one who will go around with me?
Hey, Tekla. What is brewing?
Alvis tells me this brew is too strong. Think you can handle a few rounds?
আবার মত হচ্ছে
Staggering already.
Horns with me? I could outdrink every one of you. Don't feel bad. Most of these backgrounds would have pissed themselves off past by now.
Hi. I have those if you want them. Smart purchase. I can fetch this if you want. Anything else?
No, sleep.
I'm off. Be well, friend. Gudmundur, it appears your ship is like one of Holger's stories. Never quite finished.
Get me some decent wood and I can finish it in a week. But Styrbjorn won't gift me any.
There was a little plunder at Avaldsnes, but if I come across any, it'll be yours.
নৌকা টৌকা বানায় হয়তো
Your ira is growing fast.
Fast, but not big. A little rapid, that one.
Small and quick beats big and slow. I'll start taking her on raids soon.
Would you please? It would give me a break.
Caught anything?
Not today. The fish aren't biting. Too many passing boats churning the water.
I lack the patience for pole fishing. I would have better luck with my bow.
Shooting fish with a bow. That could work.
Myndi bókurna vera búnar?
জলে মাছ আছে নাকি?
Hugsaðu móður og faðir höfðu óluð hann.
ঘুরে আস। যাচ্ছি আগে দেখিনি। যেখানে যাচ্ছে ওখানে গিয়ে কোনো লাভ নেই, তার থেকে সময় নষ্ট না করে বাড়ি যাই, বাড়ি গিয়ে ওই মিশনটা শুরু করে দিই।
Let's go.
What are you doing? What's the meaning of this?
More sails! Let's have a song.
Let's have a song.
You Salskulls got a story.
Some years ago, I took to sea with a sword dancer called Ayin. A brooding warrior.
Here is a story I have not told a man, for it happened only last month. I was sharing a mead horn with a beautiful woman. When
She, her sisters, and her mother all begged for your hand in marriage. Is that how...
Yes. Were you there?
Pull up here!
Here. Leather. এই অ্যাডো গুলো পেয়ে যাচ্ছি আবার, এটা একটা ভালো দিক। Oh my goodness.
Go, Sunan.
हल्का स्पार्क
Hamuram. Hamuram.
Volka?
Hush. I need silence to hear the songs of nature. Hamuram. Hamuram.
Svala. She gives praises and she is greeted.
For your hearing, I hearken. O ancient ones, great Odin, great Freya, I give you thanks for your gift of Seder.
She gives thanks and she is blessed.
Eivor, it has been some time. What brings you so far to see me?
I have come for your advice on a private matter.
Come.
Is your mother well?
Her mind is a jumble. She speaks to spirits. I fear her final winter has come, but she has me. Now, let her speak to your needs.
I have had a vision. A powerful vision. It may have been my battle lust, or a delirium caused by the cold, but...
Describe it for me.
After 17 years, I saw my father's axe again. And when I touched it, the vision came on fast. There was a wolf, howling and fierce. And then a figure. A greybeard in a cloak. With a single eye. He bid me follow him.
Ah, the High One. He calls to you. Perhaps he means to speak with you, deliver a message. Only through Seder will you see more clearly, and unravel the threads that sit tangled upon your mind. This will not take long.
Why do you do names?
Have you used this sort of magic before?
Have no fear. It was not my Seder that made her like this. Her condition inspired the elixir.
Did it help her?
For a time, it opened her up to visions. Strange, unreadable things. Then she returned to her current state. Drink. If you seek true understanding.
I saw nothing, Volka. Felt nothing.
Harvey! Harvey. Harvey!
Do I walk among the dead?
Oh my god. ঝড়
Sigurd. Sigurd! Brother! When did you arrive?
কি হচ্ছে? এ কি স্বপ্ন দেখছে? তাই হওয়া উচিত।
Sigurd! Brother! What is this?
There was no other way, Javi. Our fates are fixed.
হাত কেটে দিয়েছে।
Sigurd! Sigurd! What has happened?
This was not for you, Javi.
Oh my god. Fuck me.
Steady, Eivor. It is Valka. I am here.
God, I thought What was that?
Tell me everything.
I was on a mountain, in a violent blizzard, climbing toward the summit, following a wolf. I saw the gates to Odin's Hall of Slain Champions. They opened for me.
Shades of Valhalla, for which you are destined.
And the wolf was eager for my attention, as if it were beckoning me to follow.
You are the wolf-kissed, fated to carry its mark for life. In this case, it might represent your ambition, or your fear.
I saw Odin and the Nornir spitting the threats of fate. They were watching me.
Not watching. They were showing you the way forward. Your life, your path, what lies before you, and where it ends.
I do not know what else to say. My memories are faint, hazy.
Did you reach the summit of this mountain?
I did, yes. Sigurd was there, wounded, in pain. His fighting arm was missing. Then the wolf reappeared, the size of a dragon, twisted and terrible. It fixed its eyes on me and struck. Then I woke.
The gods favor you, Eivor. They always have. You will have your glory, and you will earn your place in Valhalla. But these portents carry a darker truth. The missing arm, the trail of blood, the beast. You will betray your brother, Sigurd. That is the meaning of your vision.
That cannot be right. I would never betray Sigurd. He's my brother, my family.
The Nornir have spoken, and this is their message.
No, this is wrong, or you misunderstand. That cannot be right.
You will betray Sigurd.
Odin fought against his fate. It can be done.
নিজের ভাইয়ের উপর বিট্রে করবে কোথায় আস আচ্ছা টু স্কিল পয়েন্ট আচ্ছা এটা একটু চল
So Ivan is asleep on his watch. That would explain some things. Show me what lies ahead. Iron! Wake up, or you'll be cast into the wild.
Must stay awake. They could be anywhere.
Is he walking in his sleep?
Show me. Ivan, wake up! You're headed for the edge!
Is he going to ride the rope slide?
Storm.
কোথায় নিয়ে যাচ্ছে বলতো?
Ivan, calm down. You were asleep.
No! I was flying through the air!
In your sleep. A harsh awakening, true. But at least you live. Have you always taken these dream walks?
Since my posting here. When I am in bed, I worry about ways we could be attacked. When I'm on watch, I cannot stay awake.
Only a fool stays awake all night worrying. You're tired when you get up and the problem is still not solved.
You speak with the wisdom of Odin, Eivor. I will think on these words when I am in bed.
Consider them on your watch and sleep when in your bed. But now, report back before you're labeled a deserter. Go.
Fuck. ভাবলাম এই বুঝি পড়ে গেল। Synchronization. ট্রাভেল করাই ভালো, যখন অপশন আছে কেন করব না। ফাস্ট ট্রাভেল করাই ভালো যখন অপশন আছে, তাই না? চলে এসেছি সবাই মিলে এখানে, বাড়ি চলে এসেছি।
They must be finished now.
The king has called for his best mead, so the talks are concluded. It should be safe to enter.
I will see him now.
I'm ready to face the thunder. I'll speak with the king now.
Excellent, King Styrbjorn. I will take this proposal to my nephew. I believe he will see the wisdom in it.
Good. It is all I can hope for. May the winds favor your voyage, Guthormer. Eivor, come forward and explain in plain words why you have willfully disobeyed my commands. Do you mock me?
I do not mock you, king. I mean to embolden you against your enemies and your own poor judgment.
You know nothing of my judgment. You know nothing of my plans and strategies.
Sigurd would agree with me.
My son might agree with you, but he would obey me. He knows his place.
Not as well as he knows his father.
Imagine you are harassed by an enemy with warriors that vastly outnumber your own. What profit does open war bring? Would it not be better to work quietly through diplomacy, gaining alliances? Waiting until the day our numbers outweigh our enemies and our victory is guaranteed.
Kjotve and his clan will never negotiate with us. They speak the language of war, so we must answer back. I have waited a lifetime to take back the honor that Kjotve took from my family. Now is the time to act. My time to act.
Are you so blinded by vengeance that you cannot see beyond your nose?
Is that all?
I'm at a loss with you, Eivor. When I took you in as my own, never did I imagine such disrespect from the child of Varin. Your father was a fine man. Just and loyal to me, he died bravely so that we might live.
He died a coward, Lord. A fate I will not mirror.
Why do you carry such a useless burden? Let it go. Think only of the days to come, of your future and the victories at hand.
My honor has been stained. Until it's wiped clean, I want nothing else.
I refuse to pick at that wound again. But if there is something that can chase these shadows from your thoughts...
Sigurd has come! Down at the docks, his ship is here!
Just from
Gaktu Thessalei.
Hey, careful with that one. Eivor!
Sigurd!
Ah, look at you, blood-soaked drunkard. What have you been worrying without me?
Ah, and you, Solkjord Vikinger. I smell the stink of a dozen kingdoms in your beard.
Just a start. Randvi, my dear wife, your husband returns, bringing gifts and riches to share.
And new friends, I see.
Yes, Basim and Hytham. We met in Miklagard, and they showed me her buried secrets.
We are grateful to Sigurd for his invitation, and eager to pay tribute to your king.
My brother's always very careful with the company he keeps. If you're standing safely beside him, he must like you.
Eivor, save the introductions until our bellies are full. I will see my father. Tell him of my time away.
This morning we traded with a ship passing south. They told us Eivor the Wolf-Kissed was captured by Kjotve's men.
They must have cut the tail short. I killed my captors and recovered my crew. For that your father scolded me. You know where I stand, brother. Nothing short of war will dislodge Kjotve from our lands. But he disagrees.
I know. Father thinks too much and acts too little. Today that changes. I promise you. By the winter's end, the name Kjotve the Cruel will be a curse on the lips of a drunken fool.
My son! Welcome home!
Father.
Tonight we feast and celebrate your return, Sigurd. The tables are laid with barley and lamb, bread and mead.
And no more, I beg you. I want nothing you would not serve a thrall. Let me be the one to honor you. I bring gifts and tales from faraway lands. After 2 winters away, I am full up with both.
Very well, very well. Come inside.
And when we are fat and satisfied, Father, we will talk of Kjotve and his clan, and how we may end their terror, once and for all. He has dogged us too long, shamed us for too many seasons. I know this. Eivor knows this. It ends now.
Yes, of course, when the time is right.
Through Rusland we barreled down the Volga River, raiding as we went, shadowy tribes hurling spears at our ship. At Miklagard, we saw men bedecked in riches as vibrant as the Bifrost itself. And these we took for our troubles, of course. We sailed to Rome, then Africa, past oceans of sand, warriors of all colors, and beauty the eyes must weep to behold. And now I have returned, with riches and glory to share with my family, my friends, my eyes-forged Strengir. So take what you desire from my hoard. For this is only a taste of things to come. Tomorrow, the Raven clan starts anew.
Skål, Sigurd.
Skål! And you, Eivor, come. I have something special for you.
Randvi.
Eivor, have you paid a visit to Valka?
I did.
And?
It is not something I can speak on, or wish to.
I understand.
Your bed will be warm tonight with your husband returned. That must be a good feeling.
It is a different feeling. Warmer, but with less space to stretch my arms and legs.
Are you not happy to see your husband return?
Of course. But it has been so long he seems a stranger to me. 3 winters we are married, and he has been away for 2.
Can you not rekindle the flame that once burned hot?
When he crawls into bed to warm me, as you say, it will be with farts and honeyed breath.
Ah, we should all be so lucky.
হবে খেলা হওয়ার কথা বলবো
Hytham, is it?
Yes, and you are Eivor.
I am. I hope this ruckus does not overwhelm you. We tend to drink and talk at equal speed.
Not at all. The wood smoke from your fire pit does sting the eyes, but the warmth is welcome.
Of course. It must be rather warm where you live.
Where I live changes from week to week, but always I am with my mentor, Basim.
Your mentor? For what cause?
A noble one. A cause as true as the world is old. But let us leave it at that for now.
I understand. But if you hope to stay tight-lipped for the rest of the night, keep clear of Tecla's meat.
Ah, thank you for the warning. It will not be a problem.
You're Basim,
You have a good memory.
and you have no mead. Can I fix that?
Sigurd spoke often of you on our journey. Called you his right arm, a celebrated warrior. I am honored to meet you.
Likewise, Basim. And how did you come to meet my brother?
He sat down in Constantinople some months ago to rest and resupply, he told me. But I knew otherwise. Men with eyes that gleam like his are always up to something more. I think he wished to raid the Hagia Sophia.
That sounds right.
I will not bore you with the details of our meeting, but I liked your brother from the first. I saw something in him that captivated me. As if a forgotten memory of an old friendship had suddenly resurfaced.
He has that effect on people. Enjoy your evening, Basim.
Enjoy your evening.
I thought long and hard on a gift worthy of you.
You have snared my curiosity, brother. What is it?
Not yet. Drinks first. To my first night in Fornburg in over 2 winters. It must end with me soaked and wall-eyed, shouting at the shadows of trolls.
And you want me to sail with you on these honey waves?
Yes. You are stuck with me, Dringu. Now drink. Ah, you would put Thor to shame.
You have been away too long, brother. You do not know the spiced cake of Tecla's meat.
It does have a new taste. I like it.
It is good to have you back, Sigurd.
Yes. I've missed this terribly. When I first met Basim, I regaled him with tales of our homeland. And it was then I felt a heart longing to return at once. Come. This brings us to your gift. These excellent men were my shepherds through much of their homeland, the Abbasid Caliphate. They are a clan, not joined by blood, but by a common idea. A brotherhood of shadows executing their own form of justice. In my time with them, they shared many of their most hidden secrets, for which I am grateful. And now, I gift one of these secrets to you. A weapon for the finest warrior I know.
Hytham is not amused, it seems. Am I not worthy of this gift?
It is not about worth, Eivor. It is a matter of devotion to our creed and training.
Please.
Mentor, I must protest. This is deeply unorthodox. Our wristblade is a sacred
Do
tool.
not make a fetish out of cold metal, Hytham. What matters is the mind of the one who wields it. Please, try it on. The blade should ride on the underside of your arm, to conceal it from your target.
I have no wish to hide this, and I would rather not make the same mistake you two have. I like it.
This is no mistake. This is a voluntary sacrifice to prove our devotion to...
A good start, Eivor. But you must learn how to use it effectively.
Outside. This is not something for all eyes.
Lead on.
Lead on.
This clan of yours, it has a name.
Indeed. But among the tenets of our creed is a vow to never reveal too much to outsiders. In time, you may learn more. But not here, where the walls and trees may have ears.
I look forward to it.
Here, let me lead you through our most basic techniques. Wielded with skill and care, our blade delivers a singular killing blow. As you near your target, find your window to strike. Timing is essential. Excellent!
I have not seen a blade so sharp.
Some targets are trickier than others. Keep that in mind before you strike.
A decent attempt.
Take that one down from the ledge. A perfect strike.
How about a challenge? Leap down upon that target from above.
Exactly, just like that. Use your surroundings when possible. Strike from that haystack, for instance. That's it.
Mentor, does Eivor intend to join us?
Not that I am aware.
Then why offer her the blade? Surely we have more.
Hytham. Hush. You wield the blade well. Let us leave Eivor to enjoy her gift in peace. Come.
Eivor, let us walk to the docks and take in the night air. What do you make of my new friends?
They seem generous and menacing in equal measure.
I know what you mean. And they have learning, too. They wield numbers and writing as if it were magic. Basim has shown me so much about the world, all of which I will share with you when the time is right. Oh, I miss the smell of this land.
Have you returned for good? Or do you mean to join the Shadow Brotherhood?
Leave all that aside, Eivor. Tonight we are family again. The here and now is what matters. Our kinship, our clan, our glory.
I've missed you, brother. Your clear head and your courage. We have not had enough of both in recent months.
You flatter me, Wolf-Kissed. Keep it up.
From here to Valhalla, I will always be at your side, Sigurd. Always.
This fjord has grown too small to contain me. or I too large? There is so much more beyond these stony fangs that rise around us. England, Ireland, Francia, all greener
ভালো
pastures,
করেছে, খুব
ripe
সুন্দর
for the
স্টোরির
plucking.
উপরে মানে এত সুন্দর দাঁড় করিয়েছে
Tomorrow,
গেমটা
we make
স্টোরির
new
উপরে
war on
দারুণ,
Kjotve and reclaim the lands he took from us.
পুরো গল্পের মতো লাগছে।
We build a kingdom for us.
I'm with you. Only say the word.
Good. Get some rest and return here at first light.
The Northnir have spoken. You will betray
No,
Sigurd.
this is wrong. That cannot be right. Odin fought against his fate. It can be done.
You will betray Sigurd.
Shit. Kjotve's warriors.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god.
This one would not have come alone. I should find the others.
And others.
Sven, have you designed any new tattoos?
A few worth looking at?
See you later, Sven.
Sure.
কে রে বাড়া?
What do you see, Sunan?
staying, just the three of us. We should return to Notfall with our report, while we can.
We can bring Kjotve news of the longships. Or we can wake him with Sigurd Styrbjörnsson's head. Which is better?
All right.
Tell me what you see and how many. ইনস্ট্রাকশন মানে কি কি আছে শিফট ওরে সব প্লেয়ার এগুলো দেখতে বলেছে আর রিপ কি দেখো
Sigurd must know about this.
আরে বোকাচোদা হয়ে যায়
With each day we wait, Kjotve grows stronger.
We do not have the men to storm Kjotve's fortress. The losses would ruin us.
The losses have ruined us, father. Until we cut off this serpent's head, it will poison us day by day, drop by drop.
The poison has already polluted our waters.
Gods, Eivor, what happened?
Spies in our camp. 3 men sent by Kjotve to kill us as we slept. I returned the favor.
There, you see? This is what waiting brings. We must answer this insult.
They came from Notfall, that whaling village under Kjotve's control.
We hid him there. Burn it down before Kjotve learns his spies are dead.
He may have sent more. I can search the village while you round up the crew.
No need. I will send Hytham to search the area. You can rely on him while we are away.
We? Do you mean to join us?
I have not been bred for Valhalla like you, but this will be far from my first battle.
I do not like this, but I will not stop you. Do not lead my son into the same storm that follows you.
What?
Off we go.
ফাস্ট ট্রাভেল করে যাব বড়
Man your oars. out! Is there a G.Skill among you?
There was a woman called Nal, who came by ship to Fornburg and heralded, demanding to meet King Sigvaldi, Styrbjorn's father. Nal was from Gautland. She was tall and rugged and strong, and everyone who walked near her said she smelled of men's blood.
Get ready!
The ravens came no
Raise this place! Burn and pillage! Let all the flesh to Jeffrey feel the frost of our steel!
Oh my goodness.
Burns!
We work together! Enough playing!
মাথা ফাটা।
Ergi scum! Torch, give me strength!
Try the offside lead.
Keep your guard up!
My goodness.
No! That's new leather!
Fuck. আগুনে পুড়ে গেছি। আগুনে পুড়ে গেছি।
Get ready!
Beat!
ravens claim no Falgor
We read! Raise the place! Burn and pillage! Let all who pledge to Jeffrey feel the frost of our steel!
I'm over here,
Odin, take
Put it out!
What's my lead?
Supply wagons! We should destroy them!
Patience! Look for the opening!
চাপ আছে, আগুনগুলো লেগে গেলে অনেকটা করে খাচ্ছে।
Get ready!
Come, my warriors, this place! Burn and pillage! Let all who pledge to Judgme feel the frost! Raise this place! Burn and pillage! Let all who pledge to Judgme feel the frost of our steel!
Time has come!
I will kill you!
Give up, you shit! Keep me guessing! Now you
Shit!
My blood! Let the flames have them!
Come! We've outstayed our welcome!
Ships are coming!
মোটামুটি এলাকা হালকা হয়ে গেছে।
Hail Ravenclan! You reap a bloody harvest.
Who are you, Gester? Name yourself.
I know his face. He met with your father not long ago.
I did, indeed. I am Guthorm, uncle to King Harold of the North. I speak for my nephew when there is need.
This is not King Harold's land. Why does he send warriors so far south?
You may ask him yourself, my lord.
Thank you, uncle. And you are Sigurd of the Raven clan, is that right? Son of the wise king Styrbjörn.
I am. And you are standing on his land, King Harold. Land we have reclaimed with blood and steel.
That I see, and I honor it. For I have not come to war against you, but for you, at the request of your father.
The canny wolf. Was this the plan he spoke of?
I offer my support. With my warriors, your Raven clan can take Kjotve's fortress and settle this rivalry for good.
This is good news, Eivor. The Wandering King will tip our fortunes.
Any man who wishes to see the end of Kjotve is a friend of mine. We thank you, King Harald.
Your trust in me will be repaid.
This blood feud runs deep, King Harold. We welcome your help, but I must lead the charge.
I see. Is this a question of honor?
It is. Many winters ago, Kjotve broke an oath to our fathers. He betrayed a friendly peace and slaughtered many.
I understand. Sigurd Jarl will lead the assault against Kjotve and his clan. Give him full command of my ships and my warriors. When your victory is in hand, Sigurd, find me at Alrekstadir, and we will celebrate together.
Our men will gather at Flor, near the mouth of the fjord northeast of here. Will you join us?
Hold a moment. You captain our longship, Eivor. Meet us there, and we will claim Kjotve's head for the gods.
Brother, I have waited too many years for this day. When Kjotve stands before us, give me the final blow.
You will have it, Eivor. You deserve it.
Eivor, give us a hand. Harald is generous with his troops. More than I would be.
I cannot fathom his game. He's either a young fool, or deceptively wise.
Whatever his reason, I have a good feeling this war is near its end.
বুঝলাম কোথায় এটা
Eivor, you missed the opening act. Kjotve's forward camp melted like a spring thaw at our approach.
Is it from here we launch our attack?
We do indeed, and we are ready to fight. King Harold's forces are well in place. Only give the word.
I will, but before we strike, I have a request.
Name it.
That Eivor may give challenge to Kjotve at the gate of his fortress. A battle to the death in single combat.
Is this what you want?
Kjotve robbed my father of all honor and dignity. I will win it back.
When honor is at stake, let none interfere. And if Kjotve should die before the battle begins, all the better for our chances.
Today my blade must do the work of Skull's sharp scissors, and cut short the cord of Kjotve's fate.
Well said, my sharp-tongued warrior scout. May we all live to hear that saga sung.
Eivor, a word!
Basim, Hytham. This feud is not yours, yet you fight it all the same. I find that strange.
You find it strange because you are wrong. Our clan, the Hidden Ones, have been fighting with Kjotve's order for centuries.
You came from Miklagard to kill Kjotve yourself.
We did. Or rather, we came so that Hytham could kill him. My apprentice has been studying this target for many months.
Is Kjotve's reputation so great outside Norway?
Not his reputation alone, but the order to which he belongs. Something of a rival clan to our own.
Hytham, I mean no disrespect to you or the Hidden Ones, but Kjotve is mine. My family's honor is at stake.
I understand. All that matters is that Kjotve dies this day.
On that, we are agreed.
Sigurd Whoreson! Slink around my walls like a thief in the night. Face me here now.
The fight is mine, Kjotve. Sigurd is only here to watch me feed your innards to my raven.
Look at this! Once again, Abel Wolfkist appears to take a swipe at me.
This is my father's shame. Today I take back the honor he lost. I call a home gang! Here! Against the Oathbreaker!
I will make you beg as your father begged, Wolfkist. Squeal as your mother squealed.
You destroyed my life. I will take yours.
You are weak, like your father was weak. Pray for death.
My goodness.
Rise, Eivor. This is not your day to die.
Why do you refuse to die?
We are not alone, Kjotve. The Old Father watches. My blade will drink your blood.
Your flesh will feed my wolves.
shameful trick, Wolf-Kissed. You are your father's child.
Oh, fuck. বাঁচা। One HP. Oh fuck. বললাম না 1 HP তে হবে না। One HP. বাজে মার খেয়েছি।
Shameful trick, Wolf-Kissed. You are your father's child. Now to hell! You will rot!
Odin.
অনেক
What do you want of me?
You've won your prize, wolf-kissed, on glory of my death. All for this? A coward father resents the sacrifice. Heed the price of our war, kissed. The harvest of 3 dead generations. All their names are known. It all means nothing.
No. My clan will not be forgotten!
Oh my god.
I fought as I did, as hard as I did, to survive, for I know what awaits us in the end. Only darkness.
Raven Clan! Your lives are forfeit! Come forward if you must! Into the crucible of your doom!
Your father is dead, Gorm! His debt's repaid! Open the gates and you will be spared!
Wallow in shit, wolf-kissed! Archers, take aim!
Ravens! Show no mercy!
Archers, fire!
Get those ladders up, you sons of pricks!
Forward to glory!
Keep the Balfour idiots busy.
No, you're dead! Dead!
Meet your fate!
সাধারণ লোক মেরে দিচ্ছে বোকা ছেলে
Archers, fire!
Arrow fire!
Forward to glory!
Thor grant me strength! Come, throw back this way! Die!
অনেক তো চাপ আছে
Archers!
Fire!
Forward to glory! Keep focused.
Won't take long. Don't let them face.
Going to suffer. Odin is with us!
Follow my lead.
ভেঙে যাবে শুয়োরের বাচ্চা।
Get over that wall! That holds you! Here's a rock for your spout!
Even little hits take a toll. Going to suffer, nothing. Guides my blows. Waiter on the hill.
তার চুপ।
Take that!
Target practice! You try the other way! Snap your spine! From the side! Hurry! Stay down! Going to split you! You're mine! Patience will reward us! Target Gottes! Thronschallers nicht mehr!
Blind pursuit of vengeance has made you predictable.
You are a shadow of your father, Gorm. Weak and witless.
And you will leave this place as ashes on the wind.
The coward Gorm flees. His father dies twice today.
পালিয়ে গেছে ছেলেটা, পালিয়ে গেছে।
Eivor! We have the day! Let the coward go! Eivor! The breath of battle rises from my brow. The scouts will sing of this night.
We have won the day, but Gorm escaped. He fled north to King Harald's domain.
Let that bruised piglet run where he may. His father is dead. His clan is no more. We are the masters of Ryjavík.
A toothless cub may grow to be a dangerous wolf.
Eivor, stop. And listen. You have reclaimed your honor. Enjoy the night's victory. Tomorrow, we will celebrate.
You're right, brother. You are always right.
Guthormur, relay news of our victory to your nephew, the king.
I have done so already, Sigurd. He'll be more than pleased, and will ensure you pride of place at his Althing at Ulrichstadir.
Tell him we will come, battle-flushed and singing songs of glory.
Keep company with kings and you will soon have a crown of your own.
If the fates have spun it so, linger here and loot what you can. I will bring news of our victory to father before he leaves for Harald's Althing.
I know, Sunan. Another time.
গ্রাফিক্স মোটামুটি ভালোই করেছে। ঠিক আছে, আজকে এই অবধি থাকুক। হলো, অনেকটা হলো আজকে। চলো সেভ করি, এই অবধি থাকুক গাইজ আজকে। চলো টাটা।